You know, and they're like, you know, you should have did this and you should have done that. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I should have. Hindsight is 20/20, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at least I tried. Your mama left. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, is you telling me this to make me feel bad or some shit? Because I don't feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yo, we are here in the Creek in the Cave studio for another episode of Two Niggas in a Pod.
Greatest podcast in the world.
And we are here. I am one of your hosts, Daniel West.
I am your other host, Jordan McDonald, the wonderful motherfucking unicorn. And per usual, we got our bad man, red man, potato man, married man, overall man, producer man, cameraman, Uber man, Jersey man,
and Jada hating man.
Jada hating man of the year, Jimmy motherfucking Clifford on the ones and twos.
She is a bitch. So,
and we have a very, very, very special guest in the building, an OG. Our comedy OG, one of my comedy OGs, motherfucking Lando Shepard.
Hell yeah,
man,
make some
appreciate
noise.
that,
Make some
man.
noise. Boop, boop. Clap tracking this bitch.
That's all right. I think y'all just saying OG because I'm older than y'all, man. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man.
No, I say OG because one time I was getting on the Metro bus to go to a comedy show.
Don't
and you saw
tell
me.
nobody that story.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna think I'm nice. No, but go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
No,
man.
you saw me at the bus stop. You was like, "Hey, player, come on, I'm gonna give you a ride over downtown. I got a show too." And I was like, "That's my comedy OG now."
That's what we do,
That's
man.
when he became solidified comedy OG for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
about 9 weeks ago. That's it. Known them longer.
Yeah, known about 3 years. So the car rapper be like, he's all right with me.
Yeah. Now, how you living, man? Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, man. This is great, man. There's a lot going on up in here, man. I can tell if these walls could talk, they'd be out of breath.
Yeah, we've stepped up the production game in this. When we first started, it was just a white wall. Just a white wall. So we not in here though. It was we've gone through
We've gone through many
some relationships with other
As long
studios.
as you keep on pushing, brother, that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, but then these bad bitches over here at the Creek and Cave, they're like, "Hey, honey, we'll take care of you." And we was like, "Oh, word." Yeah, that bad bitch was Jimmy.
Okay.
hey, baby girl.
Jimmy baby girl and shit.
Yeah,
That's nice.
got his
man.
drinks and everything. No, man. So, man, we just here to shoot the shit, talk to you about comedy, talk to you about what you do. You are first of all hilarious.
Appreciate it, man. That
love
means
seeing
a
you
lot,
perform. You have such a, I don't know, just a unique presence on stage, and the way you deliver your joke, you're just so cool and smooth with it. But it slaps you. You know what I'm saying? You got that cool, smooth delivery, but it really the funny slaps the fuck out of people. And it's,
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
it's wonderful to see. How long you been slinging jokes?
7 years, man.
7 years. Did you start out here in Texas?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in Austin.
Yeah, I'm a Austinite.
Yeah, Austinite. Okay, so you OG Austin too.
Yeah. I was born here and raised in a number of different places. Came back here to raise my kids and start a business, and then life happened, and I was like, man, I need to make some jokes about it.
Yeah.
So
what made you leave Austin initially?
Life, man. I had to make some money. Plus, getting locked up wasn't always a good thing, man. I don't like to be around other dudes. I like taking shits at the crib, on the toilet, open up the door, watch Sports Center on the big screen. Going to the, refrigerator and getting, what I want to eat. I don't like to. No diss to my gay people out there, but I like, I like pussy, man. So, I'm saying I can't.
Not a lot of pussy in
Nah. It's some the guards. That's about it though.
Yeah, did you know anybody that was getting some guard tail?
Yeah, me.
Oh yeah. I didn't know if you.
I fell out of San Antonio, so it was like a unique thing there. It was like, oh, what are you doing in San Antonio? So they would check my rap sheet, and they were like, oh, okay, all right, he's somebody. Which it wasn't nobody, but I was somebody to him.
Yeah, to the guards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, that's what's up. Did that make you like superior in
Nah, man, it actually put me on the back burner because I mean, I wasn't trying to be on Front Street. You know, I was inactive. You know, when I got locked up because I didn't believe in jailhouse banging. So I was like, I'm gonna just leave this alone.
Yeah.
Y'all can have that. You know, homies was like, where, you know, it's, you know, we outnumbered or whatever. I was like, okay, so if I'm not inactive, I'm really outnumbered. You know what I'm saying? What I understood though is what just my viewpoint. It was a lot of dudes that was banging that was really hoes. You know, and they needed that group of men to protect them.
Yeah.
That's what you hear a lot of times.
Yeah.
Get with your people, get with your group.
Yeah,
if
get
you
with
go
your
inside.
people. Yeah, but fuck that.
He was
A
like,
lot of them
deep.
dudes was hoes.
Yeah.
For real. You know, they needed that, you know, size or whatever. You know, but really had glass jaws. You know, dope fiends in the free world, but all of a sudden now you in here, you got 3 meals a day, so now you yoked up.
Yeah.
But you really smoke crack in the world. We calling you OG, bitch, how? You know what I'm saying? Shit. Fuck that, man. You not no role model. You got 3-4 baby mamas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't cool, fam. I'm not gonna be a part of that. So, you know, just sticking to my moral standards and values, and even though they come with its own, you know, set of problems. You know what I'm saying? They come with its own set of problems, but you know, you gotta. I mean, I tell anybody, man. When my little brother was locked up, I say, man, you gonna have to do your time the way you want to do it. You know, shit, however you want to do it, man. I mean, I can't tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
Some dudes go in there and they get good with their hands. Some dudes go up in there, they get good at drawing. You know, some people, you know, they get good at being writ writers. You know, I was all three. You know, some dudes come in there and they say, I wasn't gay in the free world, you know. You know, and then all of a sudden now they mess with boys.
Yeah.
You know, I say, man, you know, you was gay the whole time, fam. You just need an environment for it to be acceptable in.
Yeah, you just needed all dudes around
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. You know, man, I can't count the number of times I've been working SSI visitation, you know, and I see this beautiful woman over here. And this dude over here buff, she think he getting buff for her, but it's really for a dude on the wing that's using cool-offs for lipstick.
Man.
You know, we know Kool-Aid in the free world, but they got cool-offs in there. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a mind fuck. It's definitely, if your ass ain't, if you don't have a strong mind, you'll definitely slip up, man.
Yeah. Did that, those experiences, like, contribute to you doing comedy or getting into comedy?
Yeah, man. I mean, it was one thing because being able to step out the norm, being comfortable with myself, so comfortable with myself that I can allow myself to be vulnerable, allow myself to be judged by motherfuckers that really don't matter in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That your opinion, you know, your little Yelp review. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, right? My whole objective on stage is to make you laugh. If you don't laugh, okay, all right, cool. You know, maybe I'm not for you. You know, but yeah, man, it definitely pushed me to get outside my comfort zone and, you know, push on in spite of, because again, when I stepped into the comedy realm, I was already 36.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm talking about stuff that, you know, most of the comics wasn't talking about at that time. Raising kids, talking about interest rates and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers had a bunch of Tinder and Uber jokes. What? I ain't even took an Uber, man. What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is a goddamn Tinder?
Yeah,
you know, I don't know what that is.
There's a lot of comics talking
no
about interest
Tenderoni.
rate.
Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Now, so you lose a lot of comics talking about interest rates and shit. So
Nah, ain't nobody talking about no
I feel like
student loans, maybe. Student loans, but they don't even know the interest rate on their goddamn student loans.
No, I know I don't.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers got fucked over by Discover. You know. You know, my son almost got fucked off by Discover. I was like, look at this interest rate, 22%, fam. Come on, well, it's only 500. I was like, bitch, do the math. You know what I'm saying? Do the fucking math, homie. 22% on $500, bro.
Yeah.
They're like, damn, that's a lot of money. They're like, yeah, bro, you paying them people back triple, bro. Come on, man, you tripping, dog. You don't need to do that. And it ain't nothing major on your credit score. It ain't nothing major, no Discover card. Now, you get an Amex. You pull that Amex out.
Yeah.
Motherfucker holding.
Yeah.
Motherfucker holding. Because he's willing to pay about $1,500 a year just to have this card.
Yeah.
That metal
You know
one
what I'm
too.
saying? Yeah, man, that see-through joint. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, what? Fuck that card. Nah, I'm good. I don't give a fuck how much money I got, bitch. I ain't finna pay $1,500 just so I can slap this down. Yeah, you know I got it. Yeah. Fuck that. Nah, I ain't work hard to get money to give it away.
I feel that.
Yeah. It's another reason why I feel like I don't kind of fit in, because most of my jokes seem a little conservative.
Yeah.
I had to raise 2 kids. What you
Yeah.
think? I'm just out here fucking off money? I'm saying shit. I'm one of them parents. I be looking at shit like, what? Couponing and shit.
Yeah, no, I grew up like that with my parents. Just
Yeah.
couponing, and once I realized how much money my mom made, I wanted to curse her out because I was like, "You had us living like this, and you make this much money, mom? What the fuck?" But I understand now.
Yeah, because you was
fucking
worried
trouble.
about just then.
Yeah,
Mama was worried about later on.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Mama was worried about if you broke your fucking ankle or something.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
You got a lot
You
of
know?
that too.
Yeah.
Like I never knew what real Pop-Tarts tasted like till I went to college
Word.
and bought them on my own. It was,
Okay, what's the difference?
well, like we would always have like the Walmart Great Value Pop-Tarts.
Okay.
And like that was cool, but like once I got the real Pop-Tarts, I was like, yeah, I'd rather have the Great Value motherfuckers. I had them my whole life at that point, so I was
Yeah.
like, I'd rather have these.
Your body had gotten used to the
Yeah,
great value.
exactly.
Great value.
These
brand,
Pop-Tarts
yeah.
weren't the same.
You know, this is really a great value.
Yeah.
You know what my grandpa used to say? As long as it make a turd, fam.
yeah.
My grandma be like, baby, what you want to eat today? He be like, shit, as long as it make a turd. Give a fuck what it is.
He's a
Shit.
poet.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was
true.
dropping jewels back there. He could do it. Dropping jewels and logs.
That's a bar right there. That's a bar.
Yeah.
Did your family grow up in Austin?
Nah, man, we like first generation. Me and my cousins, we first generation here, man. Like, my mom is from Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they call Louisianimals, and my dad's they from Georgia, Savannah. You know those areas right there.
More
so
country
that's
places.
The Shepherd, yeah, that's the Shepherd part. We come
Yeah.
from a whole lot of workers, which made me raise a question later on in life. I was like, man, if we come from these motherfuckers, what happened? You know what I'm saying? What happened? Like my grandparents, my great grandparents on my dad's side had like the Black Circus or whatever in Lincoln, Texas. We still got a homestead out there in Lincoln, Texas. Like it's like 7, 8 cousins still living on these acres right now. You know, and I be thinking to myself, so what the fuck happened? You know, and I came up with one very simple answer: air conditioning. That
That'll
AC
change
came
everything.
out, motherfucker was like, fuck a march. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a work in the field. Shit, they got John Deere tractors now with AC. Shit, fuck that goddamn working in the fields, man.
Did you ever work out on the farm?
Yeah, man. Like growing up, man. My mama used to send me back to Orange, Texas, growing up. So
Nice
Orange,
country.
Texas is like the last. They call it the last slice of Texas.
Mm.
You know, it's the last town before you hit the Sabine River. So we would go out there, man, and work. I mean, it wasn't no such thing as I'm bored.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
You know, because
You
they
didn't
would
say that
have.
in
I
my-
mean, like
my
simple
house.
shit like wiping walls, fam.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta do something around this bitch.
Yeah.
White walls, man. Go out there, man, and pick up cigarette butts from the night before.
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2.
2. And did your kids grow up with the same work ethic that you do?
No.
No? Okay.
Nah, man, and that's man, boy, you really know how to bring down a podcast. No, man, I just left my crib, man. My daughter still fucking sleep, man. And it's like, dog. I mean, like, dog, you seen how hard I work. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, I seen my mama work. You know what I'm saying? And my mama smoke crack, so I mean, it's like shit.
Probably why she has so much energy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck, dog. Like, if this motherfucker can make it, shit. You know, I wonder if she used to have this saying, man, take care of your business. You got to get up in the morning, take care of your business. You know, and I know some people probably view that as something bad, you know, like, oh, man, his mom smoked crack. That's fucked up. Like, yeah, that is fucked up, but you know what I learned though, man, is that I could gain some positives out of it. You know, I watched my mama hustle.
Yeah.
You know, work men like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, I got to understand that a woman ain't gotta give up no pussy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's crazy. And I'm like, damn, man, she used to tell me shit like men only want one thing, man. They only want one thing, and I tried my best not to want that one thing. You know, to find other values and attributes and characteristics in women. You know, not to just give myself to anybody, you know. Even though I talk about fucking a lot, you know, I did go through my horror stage.
Yeah. Yo, nothing infuriates a black father more than seeing their kid sleep on an early Saturday morning.
What?
My dad used to be upset. He'd catch me sleeping at 10 a.m. on a Saturday. Nigga, get up. Bro. What were you doing?
Boy, what the hell you doing? You done slept half the day away.
I was cutting the grass this morning, and I just set the lawnmower right there by a window.
Just on?
Yeah, I'm an asshole. Yeah. Fuck it, get your ass up, man. Shit, if I can drive, I was in Turd last night. You know, so if I can go work all day, go to Turd, do the show, get back here about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, get my ass up, go to work, and still do everything around here. Man, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, so they don't have any excuse. That's the thing, you know. Yeah, you can't have no excuse, man. You know, not with me, man. I got a 7th grade education, got my GED in prison, came home, got a culinary arts degree, started a business while I was in school. Didn't know what the fuck I'm doing. I was going to say I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but yeah, I don't. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I'm just trying.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing, man. When my kids come to me and be like, oh, you should have, because now they're older, you know, and they're like, you know, you should have did this and you should have done that. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I should have. Hindsight is 20/20, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at least I tried. Your mama left. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, is you telling me this to make me feel bad or some shit? Because I don't feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Shit. What you want me to go do? Make another motherfucking child so I can, you know, give them everything that you talking about so you can resent that motherfucker? That's what we talking about? No, I'm just letting you know. Well, okay, all right. I'm sure. I mean, I did an inventory on myself. I know I fucked up.
Yeah.
Never look for the #1 dad mug. Fuck that is, man. World's greatest dad. Nah, I'm the dad that tried. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Participation trophy.
Yeah, participation trophy, for real, man. For real, bro. I don't not shit.
I showed up and I played the game.
I
was there.
All the uncomfortable moments, man. The moments where, you know, you take your daughter in for the checkups and the doctor comes out and she's like, well, you know, she's 8 years old now. Like, yeah. It's like, is there anyone that can talk to her about, you know, womanly stuff? I was like, yeah, my cousin, you know. I was like, so you don't have anyone in your life? And I'm like, are you hitting on me, bitch? I'm saying, like, do you want this job, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, being in Target, you know, and asking a woman, excuse me, ma'am, I know this is going to sound crazy. I know it. Before I even, you know, before you hear the story, just know it's going to sound wow. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a single dad. I got a daughter and she needs to be fitted. You know what I'm saying? Could you help me fit my daughter? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, where your daughter at? You know, I'm black women at. Where you on it? Because they think I'm hitting on my daughter's embarrassed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's embarrassed, dog. You know, I'm like, I got to guide her through this thing, you know. But, yeah, I fucking tried.
Yeah.
This is it.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. That's what, because I think for me, because I have older parents. Both my parents were born in the 50s. And there was a part of me, like, in my late teens that, to a degree, was, like, resentful over things. But then, like, the more I just lived life, I was like, oh, we didn't know any better. They didn't know any better as much as I didn't know any better. They were just doing their best and stuff. So that made me, like, put away a lot of, like, just things I had been angry about with both my parents. Like, they ain't know no better. We all don't have a blueprint or anything for this. We just doing our best with what we got.
A lot of books, but they all lie.
Yeah.
They all lie, man. When did I know this is? I mean, I'll probably interview. I don't know how this shit go, you know. But I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When did you realize that your parents were human?
When I was after I did acid the first time when I was 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, like, fuck, they're just people, you know.
Right.
They're not like any more special or less special than anybody else.
Yeah.
They're just as confused and lost as everybody else is out here, but you know, we just all kind of putting on a front to a degree that, yeah, we know what the fuck I'm doing in my life and stuff, and we really don't. And yeah, so I was about 20 years old.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I remember I was in probably like middle school, and our teacher said, like, your parents love you more than anyone else in the whole world. I was like, I don't think that's true. I asked my dad, I was like, do you love me more than anyone else in the whole world? And he goes, no, I love your mother way more. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he goes, well, think of it like this. I chose her, and I got you.
Yeah,
And I was like, okay, he's just a regular dude.
Yeah.
He's not the Disney Channel dad, you know. He's not Danny Tanner.
That shit does not exist. That shit does
I
not
definitely
exist.
understand that answer. It was like, oh man, you just a byproduct.
He used to tell us all the time. He goes, children are a step above pets.
Oh,
Yeah, they are.
shit.
And he's like, my mom would ask us, like, what do you want for dinner? And he goes, what the fuck do you care what they want for dinner? Ask me what I want for dinner.
Yeah. Did you know when they first came out with the laws for kids? I mean, the laws for children. They used the animal rights thing. That's why they call children kids.
No.
Yeah.
Our kids like baby goats or something like that.
Yeah, that's what they use. Majority of the laws that are set up for animals.
Just that's
they
how
use
we.
that for the children. Yeah, that was like their basis.
Oh, damn.
Like, we're gonna use this and grow from there. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's wild. What was like the I guess the threshold, the breaking the threshold for you to be like, you know what, I'm gonna start telling jokes to people? Because you started later.
Yeah, man. It was just like I said, man. Life was happening, man. Life was happening. Going through a breakup situation with my kids again. Not really feeling like business is doing anything. It's like, cause I started when Obama was president, and it was like, oh, you know, this black man can do it. I can do it. You know? Now, like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a lot more effort on my part to get where I'm trying to get to. So in the midst of that, man, I've always been a fan. I've seen like Cedric Entertainer, you name them. I used to go to comedy shows all the time, especially when I was in that other life. You know, it was just a thing to do. You know, you dress up high side, man, bring fucking bottles to the goddamn table. You know, we enjoying ourselves, laughing, you know, because a lot of people don't understand this too, is that when they see a person with a mean mug, they're like, oh, he's mean. Like, nah, that ain't the person that you need to be scared of. The person that you need to be scared of is the one that's over there sitting by himself, giggling, you know, just smiling for no goddamn reason. That's the crazy son, bitch. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's normal. He's probably having something on his mind, but this person over here, that's the crazy son, bitch. You know, but yeah, so it was, you know, I hit that threshold and I was like, well, man, I need to make fun of this. You know, but a lot of my early jokes was a lot of anger, A lot of anger in it, you know, trying to fit in, like I said. And so, I mean, even though I'm from here, and a lot of my early on getting on stage was in Killeen, San Antonio, Houston, because I never felt like I fit in here.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't to a certain extent. You know, this is definitely a plus for me, man, for you to ask me to come do this podcast. Yeah. I even thought about that, too. I was like, people don't want me on their podcast because I don't do jokes all the time. Like, I don't sit and wait for, oh, man, I wrote something about that. Let me squeeze it a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about life.
That's I mean, this is too net. We just shoot the shit on here. We just kicking it and be cool and stuff with that. And
I appreciate that, man.
I enjoy having the guests on because I just like learning about people. I'm a people person, but I'm also not at the same time. But I just like learning about people that I find like whether talented or funny or just like seem like they have interesting lives and backgrounds and stuff. And I don't know. I feel like that's how we get better as people too, is from just talking to people, especially people from different generations or just different backgrounds and different ways of life. It makes me, I feel like a better comic to a degree too. Just allows me to learn more about, you know, how other people operate and stuff. You know,
everybody has something to offer, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I tell my friends this quite often, man, especially when they in a bind or life is happening. You know, I remind them that, you know, man, if you can't use me, you know, then why am I even around?
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes, man, people can get in the binds and it's like, I don't want to let nobody know that I'm dealing with this. And it's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you know, get around people. You know, somebody has something to offer, bro. Probably if you need 100, you probably won't get the whole 100. Yeah. But if you get enough 5s and a few 10s, you know what I'm saying, you'll get that 100.
Yeah.
But you sitting here worrying about how you gonna get it, ain't gonna get. My stepdad used to say this: looking at it ain't gonna get the job done. So shit, you gonna have to move, man. Like, you know. But yeah, man, I truly believe that, man, that people kind of standoffish, and I am to a certain extent, you know, because I'm at a point in my life where I can see the bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not going to allow you to impregnate my mind with bullshit. You know, just because it sounds good to you, you know, I'll let you continue to bump your head, you know, because if I tell you what you're doing, you're like, oh, man, you know, Lando's being Lando. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, holler at me in about 5 years. And when you come back, you're like, oh, yeah, because my son come back. My daughter came back like, yeah, you wasn't lying. That world a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, but me telling you that, I'm dad, or I'm just another comic, or what have you. He's the carpet cleaning guy. What the fuck does he know? You know, but you forget, man. I share the same space with you. You know, when they raise the goddamn cost on Austin Energy, goddamn it, I feel the same goddamn thing. Shit. We in this together, man. So share that, man. Maybe I can help you, or maybe we can help each other. But yeah, I think that's what helps society, man.
Yeah.
What are some of the biggest changes you've noticed from Austin comedy when you first started to now?
Shit. Not too much, really, fam. Just more places to do stand up.
Mm.
You know, they say that, you know, people from out of town came here and changed the environment. I really don't believe that. I mean, you know, again, I don't belong to a certain, you know, set of people.
Mm.
So I sit on the outside and I see it all, and I just see people, man, trying to live.
Mm.
You know, trying to make their way. You know, and since I'm in tune with that vibe, I really don't have no beef or no issue with it, you know, because we don't know the fucking path, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People talk about, oh, you did this podcast and oh, you went through this channel or whatever. Who the fuck knows now? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, all right, ain't no fucking rite of passage no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you probably, next big person probably get discovered in bumfuck Africa for all I know. You know what I'm saying? Man, have you heard about this guy Nah, man. I mean, like, he from bumfuck Africa. Yeah, this big ass bone in his nose. And I don't know, man. He's fucking hilarious, man. He's on TikTok and all this. Who the fuck knows, bro?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like you go through this and you hit Toronto and you do this comedy festival. And next thing you know, man, everything you got a Netflix special at.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I don't know, man. I'm just I won't say I'm content, man. I'm just, I appreciate shit.
Yeah.
You know, if 2020 didn't teach me nothing else, man, it taught me to be grateful for what I got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the people that's passing on and, you know, dealing with mental issues and health issues and all that, man, it's kind of hard for me to even hold a grudge for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all right, man, that's just what the fuck they going through today.
Yeah.
All right. I still got my arms and limbs.
Yeah.
Let me go on about my
I don't think it's
business.
even healthy to have like the energy for that type of shit, man. Like,
Right.
I like to live my life fucking drama free, scotch free. Like, don't come to me with like no bullshit, especially if it has nothing to do with me, because I don't care. Like, I'm not about to give up my peace of mind for nothing, because I used to be the opposite, and that shit just made me feel like I was going crazy, and like you said, like holding stuff in and not like telling people about anything, and just trying to deal with everything on my own back. But then like getting older and realizing, I got people around me that give a fuck and care about me, that I can go to about stuff and not feel like I'm going crazy by myself and stuff, you know. But people come with like any type of bullshit. I'm like, I'm not about to give up.
The venting is not an issue for me. I don't really trip, man. I'm glad to be that ear.
Yeah.
You know, because I understand this now, is that listening is a gift.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm
My pops
there for
always
that.
said God gave us 2 of these and 1 of these for a reason.
So I'm gonna let a person vent.
Yeah.
You know, but if you let a person talk long enough, I think this is why therapy is beneficial. If a person talk long enough, they probably come up with their own solution.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if that person don't come up with their own solution, I'm gonna have to stop them. I'm gonna be like, hey, shit, damn, bro, the fuck, man. You know, old head told me, man. He told me, he said, youngster, man, if your problems can be solved with money, you ain't got no goddamn problems.
Yeah.
There's somebody laid up right now. You know what I'm saying? I got a friend of mine, man. He had 2 strokes, man. He's like paralyzed from the neck down. I'm gonna tell you something, man. When I go visit this dude, man, he be making jokes and laughing. Like, man, I jump up at this goddamn wheelchair and whoop your ass. I was like, bitch, I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm going to piss you off so you can just jump up and whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So, you know, just looking at stuff like that, it's like, man, this dude can find happiness even in this state. Why the fuck should I find happiness? And I got, again, all my limbs. I mean, I was in a car accident a couple of months ago. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. I mean, they hit me. I flipped over in my truck. But I walked away. I mean, the guy that hit me, young guy hit me, he was nervous. Because if you looked at the wreck, man, I was fucked up. You know, it would look like I was fucked up. But whoever came up with those side airbags,
Yeah.
oh, man, but they received the highest rank in paradise. You know what I'm saying? Because I was flipping over, and I was like, if you like pina colada, I'm flipping over in that bitch, you know what I'm saying? I slid and hit the curb, you know, but when the ambulance came in, and that's another thing, I don't think we thank our first responders enough, man. I mean, I know my local fire station, man, thought that I was gay because I was showing up with like little goodies, and thank you baskets and shit. It's like, is this motherfucking gay? Motherfucker baking cookies and shit. But no, man, they cut the front windshield out, man. Had to cut the windshield out for me to get out, man, and I was like, what a dude that hit me, man. It was like, no, I ain't, don't do nothing to him. I was like, no, I don't want to do nothing to him. I just want to reassure him I'm all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go to the hospital because I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe my shit rattled. You know, I done smoked a lot of PCP, so, you know what I'm saying? My shit probably really fucked up now, you know what I'm saying? But I'm good, man. I mean, I ain't bleed or nothing, you know.
Was it during the day or was it at night?
It was in the morning, man. It was during Ramadan, man. So I was trying to make all my prayers at the masajid, right? So I left home, went there, I prayed, and I was on my way back. When I was on my way back, that's when the accident happened. So when the officer was asking me where my phone, I didn't have my phone or my wallet on me. So I was just thinking, I'm going to pray, I'm coming back.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't have my phone or my wallet on me. They was like, is this really you? Like, bitch, run the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, you can run the place, everything in there, say my name. So, but yeah, man.
Do you think there's any part of it like you had just left praying and that's why you made it out okay?
Yeah, that too. Plus, I want to get out that situation with that truck.
There you go.
Yeah, I made a bad business decision with that truck, man. So the interest rate on that was
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't give me no money for my trade in.
Damn.
You know, a lot of stuff that I had looked at afterwards, and I was like, man, this is a bad deal. So do I like the way the outcome was? I mean, I did. I mean, I do like the outcome. I just didn't want God to get my attention like that. I know. I just left prayer. You don't need to get my attention. I know you in control, man.
You're praying like, do anything you can to get me out of this deal with this truck.
For real, bro.
He's
Like,
I got you.
Say no more.
Say less. Yeah, man. And then I got I had a situation with the comptroller's office, man. So, you know, with tax issues, man. So, you know, it was a twofer.
Ooh.
You know, I got out of the situation with the truck. The money from the car accident goes towards my taxes, so I walk away with nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No tax, no on taxes, no lien on this and that and the third. So, you know, people think about taxes, man. They think about the IRS, but when you're in business and you accept sales tax, you know, there's a place called the comptroller's office, and they want their motherfucking money. But I didn't know, and ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Yeah.
You know, so I wasn't gonna be like, you know, man, I didn't know, so that means wipe my slate. But I was like, we need to come up with a number.
Yeah.
And their number was 58,000. I was like, nah, you need to come up with a number. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, man, like I say, man, you talk to people, you know, you vent to people, and then you find people.
Yeah.
You know, my last CPA dropped the ball, you know, so I got another accountant, bookkeeper, all that kind of stuff. You know, wonderful lady. You know, she was scared at first. You know, we're going against the mob in a sense. But I told her, I was like, man, we got to do this, man. I mean, you know, I'm just trying to do right. So with that, my lawyer, you know, I got a beautiful relationship with, man. We took care of all that. So, you know, life come at you, man. Life a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, this motherfucker definitely keep me humble.
Yeah.
Once I think that I done overcame one obstacle, it's like, here go another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even with all the obstacles that you like face and all the the challenges, you're 100% with all of them. You know.
Yeah.
You ain't lost yet.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the thing, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's so easy to get caught up into that, man, because I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought about it twice, like, damn, man, I keep going through this.
Yeah.
I keep going through this, man. God damn. The fuck, man, when I'm gonna win? I'm winning, bro.
Yeah. 100%.
When I really just jot it down and do an inventory, I'm actually winning.
Yeah.
You know, because, again, man, being asked to come here, do the shows that I do, you know, because I don't really ask to get on shows.
Yeah.
So people just, hey, man, you want to do this or you want to do this? Like, okay, cool. So, again, man, when I see the other people who are out here grinding, this comic's out here grinding, homie. You know what I'm saying? And I see them get frustrated. I be like, look, man, just keep going, dog. You gonna get it. You know, don't lose hope. Cause I see some of them, they start losing hope. What's funny though, I'll say this, man, this is the funniest shit in the world. When I see a comic that's been doing stand-up for like 6 months, and they got their whole business cards and merch and all this shit. You got all that, but you ain't got 10 minutes of material. Motherfucker got a website and every goddamn thing. I was like, damn, dog, so when you gonna start telling jokes?
I think year 2 to 3 and year 2 to 3.5 for me, like I was getting frustrated I was booking. That's when I first started booking, but I was like still getting frustrated. And then I got to a point where I was like, dog, like after I got in February, I got my first apartment, and I was able to get it because of comedy work and stuff. And I was like, chill the fuck out, dog. You got a career where you can just sit in your drawers and play video games if you want to, because you were telling jokes and shit. Like, and then I've got to like remind myself to not like get too hard on myself, because I just super hard on myself because that's how I was raised and stuff. And so I'm just like, oh, you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. And it would get me into this cycle of like just working myself until I was just stressed the fuck out and pissed off and didn't want to talk to nobody. But then I learned to, hey, bro, you doing all right. Chill. You getting to tell jokes and making some bread. Like, you're doing cool, you know?
Dude, you know what I love is when you watch, like, I don't want to say new comic, like, first year, you know, do whatever you want. But when someone's been doing it a couple of years and it's not really working out, so you have to figure out, like, a shtick for themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a white comic
person?
Yeah, with a puppet. Or, like, there's a white comic in town that keeps bringing on cigarettes and, like, smoking cigarettes on stage. Yeah. And it's like, what are you doing? He goes, no, it's cool. Chappelle does it. And I'm like, you're not Chappelle. You know?
Yeah, you're definitely not Chappelle.
Yeah, like,
not at the open mic.
No, not at the open mic.
No.
I saw that. I was like, is this motherfucker smoking a cigarette on stage at the Vegan Nom on Thursday at the free beer mic? This is crazy.
It's so funny.
This is insane.
Or like, you know.
Is that an outdoor venue?
Yeah, that's
an outdoor venue.
But he's done it inside too.
Yeah.
Or like there are other guys that'll just like, this happened a lot in New York where people would be very sticky. One dude shows up and he would be like wearing a full Pee Wee Herman costume every time for the open mic, and he would like get up on stage and then just not say anything. Like he wouldn't speak. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm the comic that's silent on stage," and it's like, that sounds horrible.
Breaking barriers with my art.
Yeah, so it's like,
I don't know. Sometimes that works, but like if it's already like something that seems natural to that person.
Yeah.
Like I told one comic in town, I was like, he needs a lot of work. But I was like, just wear like a suit. Just wear the same suit every time. I don't know. It would like.
I think just wear whatever you would feel comfortable in regularly. You're trying to be the same off stage as on stage, right? Like that's the goal.
Some people aren't. Some people aren't.
Yeah, I mean Casey's not exactly the same.
Yeah,
off
no.
He's that's in there.
Oh,
it's not like that's just something he pulled out of his ass. That dude is there.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, on stage, some of the times it's, you know, we're just like a heightened, at least for myself, I'm a heightened version of myself. But when I'm off stage, I'm not like just dancing for no reason and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be fucking ridiculous. If I'm hearing music, maybe I am, but you know, I don't know. It's like, all right, let's turn the volume up. Let's turn the bass and the middles and the trebles up and the lows up on this. All right, I'm off stage. Let me just turn it down a little bit so I can communicate like a regular human and stuff. Because I hate like talking to people, talking to comics off stage, and they're still like performing for me.
It's for sure.
Yo, we're humans right now, dog. This is not a show. I don't give a fuck about like your jokes right now. I'm just talking to you on a human level.
No feedback. I'm not gonna give you no tag for that shit.
Yeah, because I also tell comics, they'll be like, "Yo, can I run this joke by you right now?" I'm like, I'm not in the mood to like listen to jokes right now. Like,
but that's
don't.
One of the things I think you're really good at is even while you're on stage, it doesn't feel like, oh, he wrote all this down and he's just regurgitating the same thing that he's told 100 other crowds. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like you just tell your jokes in a way that masks it, almost as if it's a conversation between the audience and you.
Yeah, because I'm in the moment.
Yeah. Has that always been the case, or did you have to figure that out?
I had to figure that out because I was like, what's going on here? And then I was like, well, if I'm in the moment, again, my whole point up here is to make people laugh.
Yeah.
And if I don't talk about, I remember I was at this one spot and this dude just vomited, right? and I was like, member? Yeah, and I was like, because it was a bar on this side and like an audience, people sitting over here with, you know, the bar over here, and he was at the bar, and he just vomited, and I was like, I was mid joke. I was like, whoa. Whoa, we're not finna just act like this motherfucker that vomit right here, dog. Like, can we get a cleanup crew? Can you be like a dog and lap that shit up or something?
Yo.
Like, who are your friends, dog? Because he went right back to drinking. I was like, fuck your friends, dog. They ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? It's at that moment you pack his ass out of here and be like, y'all, you done had too much. You know, but it's just that, man. I'm in the moment, and the thing about it is when you write a lot, you can get on that subject matter. Like, I don't do the trendy or what is that?
The topical
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, because I'm a write on it. That don't mean that night I'm gonna just go up there and be like, all right, man, a current event joke. Here's the current event joke right here. Cause it's like, man, people don't heard that enough. Or if I can come up with a clever enough way to twist it, then I'll talk about that particular point. But yeah, man, it's just being in the moment, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on that example, I mean, obviously it's good that you addressed it, but it would be so funny to watch like a new comic that doesn't know how to address it just plow on with his material, and they're like cleaning up vomit in the front row.
I was that jerk that used to sit in the back of the open mic and bet on people that didn't have a closer.
Oh, really?
Like, got the light. Okay, let's bet, bro. $10 say you don't have a closer, and they just keep talking. So like, that's the second light, bro. That's up the ante. $20. Or be back there and be like, man, let's guess what that person majored in college, man. Liberal arts is too easy, so you take that off the table. Like, what did they major in college?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another thing too, man. I'm that asshole to tell people this, man. If you can make a living outside of this, do that.
Yeah.
Do that. If you got a career, it doesn't make sense for a person to go to college for 4+ years and have a beautiful degree and can get work that's making $100, a year, 401k, health, dental, all this kind of stuff. To trade that in to go tell jokes. I mean, like, come on, man. Like, we talking about future here.
Yeah.
But again, that's probably the dad in me.
Yeah. Me and Daniel dropped out, so.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, man. What was your major?
I was a theater major.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are both theater
I was a
majors.
theater major too. Yeah, we're both theater majors too.
Okay.
Yeah, we weren't gonna make no money with that degree anyways.
Okay. What you go on? Did you use grants or loans?
I use loans.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
I owe
shit.
that money. I got to pay that shit back. They hit me up now.
I'm not about to talk about my situation.
Yeah.
They know what's good, bitch ass niggas. Fuck
Okay.
y'all.
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
now theater, it's a ridiculous major. I had a film degree.
What's the difference? Like,
mine
the
was
major
more
difference.
expensive.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the major, did
Yeah,
y'all have to do the same prerequisites?
No, they had to do actual classes. I just watched The Dark Knight for 2 years straight, and I was like, this is a good movie.
It was so weird because I was at UT. The film department and the theater department were like on the other side of the campus. Like, it was so weird. Now, you would think that they would be in close net, but we were with the dance department, and then they were radio, film, television, radio.
Yeah.
I had some people
That's how Texas State did it.
from UT do a piece on me. It was called the East Austin Stories.
Mm.
And they were part of the film, and that was like, I guess their final grade or whatever.
Yeah.
So they came out, and I was like, look, man, because I don't really like media like this. I was like, look, if we're gonna do this, it's gonna be on my terms, on my turf. So you probably have to come places you probably don't even want to come to. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna have to be that setting. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. We met up at the radio station. Then that was cool. The radio station was cool. But when we did the second shoot, was at the barbershop. And the barbershop is a whole nother community right there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on.
If you're not used to that type of environment.
Yeah.
So you got liberal UT students going
Yeah,
to.
you know what I'm saying? It's that, did he try to holler at me? No, she said, did that guy just catcall me, Lando? I was like, nah, he was trying to holler at you. And she was like, did he try to holler at me? I was like, oh, she done got moist. Just that quick. Homie should have doubled back.
Yeah.
He ain't got her, you know what I'm saying? She was like, did he try to holler at me? But yeah, man, it was cool, man. It was a nice experience. But I didn't know that, man. I didn't know they was on set.
Yeah. And like, they rarely use the actors in the theater department. Like, they'll either use their friends, or if they know somebody in the theater department, they'll use them. But like, they just use their friends for their like film
shit,
stuff.
right?
Yeah, it seems like in college environments, the theater departments and film departments, they usually got beef. Those kids usually don't fuck with each other. Because the theater kids are like, yo, we're real actors. We're
but y'all
live.
cool right here. I ain't seen nobody pull no flames. Man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen nobody hit nobody else. Theater over here, homie.
the theater kids I remember them just being so big all the time.
All the
and
time.
like the film kids are like, life is meaningless, and that's why I'm just trying to capture it in my art.
Yeah,
You know? It's like they're tools, and the theater kids are just like way over the top.
It was too
and
much
that's why,
for me.
Personally, I don't like either groups. I like comedians.
Yeah,
So.
same. I've been a part of both environments, and I was like, oh, I don't like y'all. Like when I was living in LA, I was doing a bunch of like film and TV acting and stuff, and I love acting, love the art of it, love filmmaking, absolutely. But being around nothing but fucking actors is one of the worst fucking things.
Yeah, I did a few plays, and I was like, this shit is garbage.
Yeah.
I was like, these people really become Sarah.
Yeah.
These people really become who this person is. And in a sense, man, I became the person that I was acting into, but it was a plus and a negative. It was a negative in a sense where I was giving too much energy to it.
Yeah.
But the energy the positive that came out of that was the fact that I got clean. You know what I'm saying? And the play was about mental health awareness. So I was like, okay, all right. So when I was saying my lines, this is probably crazy, but this is how I felt. I felt like I was talking to myself. And my brother had just came back from a tour in Korea. He was in the army at the time, and he was like, man, you made me cry, man. I was like, what, bitch? You just was over there in Korea. That made you cry? That's why we lost the war, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was actually talking to myself, man, and it was like, that was the thing that made me like, okay, man, I gotta get clean. I gotta address these fucking demons that I'm trying to uncover. Because at that time, I didn't want to do stand up no more. I was like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, I'm getting high, drunk all the fucking time, man. I need to separate myself from this environment. And then I get over there, and like the first night, I was like, because I'm used to doing stand up. So I was in act 2. Well, I was in a couple of acts, but the first act come out, and I'm about to go on stage. I'm like, so how's the audience, man? You know, the people out there, is it packed house? Is the house packed? Like, we don't know. Like, what the fuck is that? What is it called? The fourth wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't look at no.
Oh my god.
And I was like, fuck that.
It's unlucky.
Yeah.
It's unlucky to look at
Yeah,
the audience.
I'ma do it.
That's a superstition shit.
Oh yeah,
That's stupid as hell.
Man, I do it. I did it.
There's
man.
a bunch of dumbass rules. Like, it's unlucky to look at the audience. Don't run your lines the day of a show. Like, it's stupid shit like that.
You know, my problem with film people, and I don't know about theater people, but like film people always say this, like, dude, I could make such a good movie. I just don't have the budget. You know, I just don't have the budget. Whereas comedians are like, yo, do you want to do something? Like, we don't have any money, but we can figure it out. You know what I mean?
Us. That was us on our movie. We have no
But
money.
like, comedians don't expect anyone to give them money. Where it's like, I'm an NYU student, you know, a freshman, and I need $500,000 to make a movie.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't do it because it won't, you know, it won't be as good as my thought.
Yeah.
Fuck off, dude. I don't know. Plus, there's all those rules, like you said, with the other people. It's like, you can't look in the audience and don't run your lines and don't
You
say
have to
the word
stand a
Macbeth
certain way
or whatever.
on the stage.
Exactly. Yeah.
I had to learn how to stand a certain
cheat
way
out.
on stage.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't
how to
have
cheat
your
out
back.
and
You
when
can't have
walk,
your back
loop.
towards the
You can loop around so it makes it look
Yeah.
like
That
you're
shit,
walking further.
watching like new actors learn how to not turn their back to the audience is some of the funniest shit ever. Because like you'll watch the director in the back and they'll be like, turn around, you got your back to that, turn around, come on, turn around, you got it. It's hilarious just watching them do the awkward like fucking, oh okay, all right, this way. It's hilarious.
But yeah, man, I mean, those are some tools that I use now. I mean, and even coming to stand up, I use the tools that I learned from Toastmasters. So I was like, okay, all right, I can get the gist of this because it's just public speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and most public speakers, I'm starting to learn as I look at TED Talks. I'm like, these motherfuckers want to be comics.
Yeah.
You know, I look at Pastor, like I looked at TD Jakes and I was like, he's stealing material. You know what I'm saying? That's such and such joke.
Yeah.
That joke, such and such said that joke. I was like, everybody want to be a fucking comic.
Yeah.
Dude, in Austin, there was a comedian that went on stage once, and he went up and he killed. He was just so funny, but he was weird. And I walk up to him after I'm like, hey man, that was hilarious. Like, I'm just curious, who are some of your biggest comedic influences? And he goes, only one, Joel Osteen. I'm like,
Oh,
Joel Osteen,
my God.
that's like your one comedic influence?
Yeah.
Why?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, it's like comedy is one of those things where it literally can branch into any industry, and I feel like in any type of, and it gives you great, just so many tools to use, like in regards to public speaking, just speaking in front of strangers, having a bunch of people look at you that don't know who you are and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's a great tool.
Especially when you eating a bag of dicks on stage.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
how do
yeah.
I combat this?
Yeah. That's always a fun. I try to use like eating a bag of dicks on stage as like a fun challenge now. Like, all right,
Yeah.
how can I just turn into a game? Like, all right, they don't like me. They don't like what I'm saying. How can I make what they don't like? How can I make them like that? And so then I just try to turn it into like a weird like mind game or whatever. Yeah, because then that makes me stop my back from sweating. Because once I feel my back start to sweat, I'm like, oh fuck. This is,
Yeah.
I
not
get mad
good.
when I start sweating, but it's easy for me to sweat.
yeah, yeah. It is
Like,
a-
why am I
I'm the same
sweating?
way.
Yeah. Like,
I
what am
always
sweating
know
for?
like it's not going well when I feel the beads of sweat like on my spine, and I'm like, oh fuck, I can feel my shirt sticking to me now.
So do you like? I'm gonna ask you this, man, because the crowd last night wasn't great in mass,
Mm-hmm.
but I like it like that. Like if it's 10, 15 people, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
When it's because it makes me work. And I like that challenge. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What the bad thing is when you're trying to work like that on a small ass stage. It's like,
Yeah.
let's fold this little bitty motherfucker up so I
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
really work. In Toastmasters, they call that using the power zone. You know, and it's like, you know, it's kind of hard because I feel restricted.
Yeah.
You know, I've been at a place, man, I ain't gonna drop no name, but I always talk about this little bitty ass stage. I was like, this is a little bitty ass stage, fam. Like, what's going on? And you got people so goddamn close where I can just steal a goddamn potato wedge or something off their plate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why do you got these people so close?
Yeah.
Like, you know, they smelling ball juice and everything right now. This is crazy.
I prefer it when it's like a smaller crowd than if it's a packed crowd, because I feel like there's more pressure with the full room where everyone's killing.
Yeah.
Where if I don't kill, it like I stand out as being bad. Whereas if everyone is bombing, what? Okay, it looks like the Cowboys are getting ready. Yeah, we should probably wrap this up soon.
Oh, okay.
But you know, if everyone's bombing, I can come in and save it, and it's
Yeah.
like low risk, high reward versus, you know, low reward, high risk.
Yeah. For me, I'm just a slut for performing. So whether it's like, because the biggest room I've done was like 550 people,
Big
and
room.
with like big rooms like that, it's like, all right, it's time to just give these people the Apollo show and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing shit that I know is going to work, that I know how to work, I know how to incorporate crowd work into it. But if it's a smaller room, like I did a small room last night, there was only like 6 people in there, and I write while I'm on stage, and I use the smaller rooms as my writing rooms pretty much, where it's like, okay, like I'll get you on my side the first like, you know, few bits, like I know this will work, and then I'll get you paying attention. Once I got your attention, that's when I'm gonna just do all this brand new shit that I know it's funny, but I still don't know how to fully work it. And then I'll work that and go back and listen to that and start to incorporate that new stuff into the bigger shows and stuff. So
Yeah.
I try to just use like, all right, big rooms, we're not really gonna like try to write new shit tonight. This is not the environment, the room to do it. But smaller rooms, all right, we can make them like you and then write your new shit and, you know, see how to work it. And if the new shit works, you keep doing new shit. And if it doesn't work, you just go back to you know, like something that, all right, now this will work. Yeah. But I just like just being on stage. Like, that's all I would ever want to do, is just being on stage and telling jokes and shit. And so if people are there to pay attention, I'm here to perform.
Yeah.
You know.
Crowd is a crowd. I'll perform in front of anybody.
Yeah. I tell myself before every fucking show, whether it's like 5 people or 500 people, like, it's showtime at the Apollo. Like, these people are gonna get a show, because especially like, even if it's 5 people, those 5 people paid. to be there. Like I don't want them to feel like their money went to waste for the night. Like you're still gonna get a show, but I'm gonna be working on a bunch of new stuff that. Some stuff is just gonna be rusty in parts, but you'll still get a show. You know?
And if those 5 people fuck with you, it's easier to get 5 followers than like a ton of people in the crowd. Yeah, like all right, somebody follow me here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What do you do when you get to a spot and the host don't have a lineup?
This happened to me in Washington D.C. I was booked on the show 3 weeks prior to being there, and I had just flown in like 3 hours prior to the show. And I go up to him. It's a packed out room. It was this like DC clubhouse or something, like comedy clubhouse or something like that. And again, like, yo, I'm Jordan. I'm from Texas. Like, you know, y'all booked me. I'm just here letting y'all know that I'm here and checking in and everything. Can I get a lineup? And he was like, oh, we don't got a lineup yet. And what they were doing, bro, the host would go up and then he'd be like looking back, yo, who's back there? Who's back there? And I'm like, oh hell nah, what the fuck? So I see that happen like to two, 3 comics, and then I go to him like, hey, bro, like I just need to know like when I'm going up. I got people coming, and he was like, yeah, we don't know if this is gonna work this time. I said, no, I just got in from Texas, dog. You're putting me on this fucking stage. Like you're not about to. I don't care that y'all don't have a lineup. I will get on stage tonight. Like 8 people came here to buy tickets. I'm not from here. What the fuck are you doing? And like they literally didn't have a lineup the entire time. And then yeah, when I got brought up, they're just like, okay, are you ready? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, dog, like, what kind of bullshit is this? What are y'all running right now? Y'all didn't have any, like, idea of who the fuck was going on tonight? It was disastrous. And then, since I was, like, new and nobody knew me, they were only going to give me 5 minutes. I start ripping, and they give me 10. They're like, oh, man, anytime you want to come back, man, we'll pay you more. We'll give you a feature or a headline spot. Like, you're good over here. Okay. And I'm like, dog. It ended up working, but it was also like, come on, bro, just... If you're producing a show, just have a lineup. Just know who the fuck you want to put on stage that night or something. Yeah. Because I almost had a full moment when he said, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get you up tonight.
What?
The fuck you aren't. Like,
was about to tie his afro.
Yeah. I was like, all right, dog. Like, now I got to, like, be, like, olive on your shoulder because I'm not, especially when I brought people to a city I'm not from that bought tickets. I brought 8 people into this building. Like, I will get up. The fuck, like, or I'll have a whole moment.
So that's just as much of your job as even the stand-up is, like being able to work the business side of it. You know, not letting people take advantage.
Yeah, you can't let people take advantage of you because they definitely will try to. Especially that's any field of entertainment, and I'm sure other industries people will try to take advantage of you. But especially with performing and shit, because man, I've dealt with difficult fucking bookers, and it's like, bruh, the pay's $25. Can you just give me my $25, bro? Like, please, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, nah, if I come in and they don't have a list, I probably just ask to go first.
Yeah.
Just because the crowd's probably not that big anyway if they don't have a lineup already. So, I'll just probably be like, let me go first.
I've only really had to deal with that once, and I was proud of myself with how I dealt with it because I wasn't about to be pushed away. Especially, I probably just got off a plane. I got time. Like, fuck, I'm going to go. I'm not from DC.
Yeah.
Like,
you hadn't checked in or nothing?
No, I did check in with them. That was the thing. I did check in with them, and then I
No, at the hotel, Airbnb.
Oh no, I was staying with a friend. So yeah, I was staying at a friend's house. But it was just like, yo, y'all need to get this shit put together. What the fuck is this? And I think I've gotten spoiled from doing how well shows are run out here in Austin because a lot of people run their shows very professionally and like, yo, here's the lineup. Oh, you need to move around. All right, this is how much time you're doing. Like. They didn't have none of that shit down over there. And I was like, dog, this is... All right, well, I'm going to be on your shoulder till you put me up on stage. And I guarantee you're going to be tired of me breathing down your neck until... And then they put me up, I do well, and they're like, oh, fuck, my bad. Like, dude,
So annoying.
Yeah, I think politics of comedy, though. Politics of comedy.
I think they're going to start up, so I think we should wrap it up.
Do you have anything coming up, man? Anything you want to let the people know about?
Shit, I just go to my Instagram at Funny Man Shep. That's SHEP. They have all the upcoming shows. It's gonna be on there.
And I want to ask. I like asking comedians this. Have you always been funny? Were you a funny kid? Like,
no, I've always been fat. And always been funny. Shit.
That's hilarious. That's how we're gonna wrap it up, man. Lando Shepard in the building. This is 2Nap, 2 niggas in the pod. Shot live here in the Creek in the Cape studio
with the one and only Jimmy Clifford on the ones and twos. I have been one of your hosts,
Jimmy.
Daniel West. You can find me at Sir D West on IG. I got the Let's Hear It for the Fat Boy comedy show coming up December 17th.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be closing that bitch out. It's gonna be fantastic.
Dogs
at Trinity Street Players.
He's doing 30. He's doing 30 in that bitch.
Yeah. I'm trying to hit that 30 mark. It's gonna be wonderful. Let's get it.
Hell yeah, and don't be turned off because it is in the church. You can still get down and dirty. You know what I'm saying?
We still talk about
it's
ass and
It's
pussy.
the church after party. I've been your other host, Jordan McDonald. At Jordan the Unicorn, JORDANTHEUNIXORN. Plenty of shows coming up. You can check out all the shows that I got going on Instagram. Check out my other podcast, Shot Here in the Creek in the Cave. Austin Music Zone, where we talk about Austin and music going on in the city. Man, thank y'all for tuning in. This has been Two Niggas in the Pod. Please be sure to like and subscribe the Creek in the Cave studio, where you can watch our podcast and plenty of other podcasts. We're also on Spotify, Google Play, some bootleg sites probably. Send Daniel toes if you got cute toes. And send me some armpits, Queen. I'm in an armpit mood. Send me the pit of that arm, baby girl.
Shaved or unshaved?
Shaved or unshaved, it don't matter. It don't matter. And if you got some dreadlocks under your armpits, I ain't never seen it in my life, but I want to see it. So send that shit my way. Two Niggas in the Pod. Peace.